Welcome, sports fans, to another edition of Breck Hockey. We are coming to you direct from Breck Anderson Ice Arena, where the boys are especially pumped up to play Minnesota River. That's your local Le Sueur area high school. Tonight was senior night for the boys, for Wesley Robbins, Eric Larson, Rocco Zoya, Riley Dovenberg, Nick Downing, Eli Malinkovich, George McBean, Oliver Swanson, Garrett Trench, Owen Van Horn, Sawyer Melkerson, and Cooper Klink, Mac West, Danny Pastor, Will Gaylord, Will Ottman, and Wyatt Carlson. That's right, there were 18 seniors tonight. All right, we're going to start out with the starting lineup. Heidi. So number 31, the goaltender, starting out for Minnesota River. Number 3, sorry I don't have their names, but I'm assuming if you're watching, you don't know their names either because you're probably a Breck sports fan, or at least I hope so. The announcers tonight are pretty sweet. So we have a Minnesota Wild announcer, Mr. Adam Abrams, and for tonight's national anthem, we have John DeCosmaker, who is, I believe he's going to be singing tonight, as he's the singer of national anthem from the Minnesota Wild. All right, here's your Breck Mustangs. Let's see who's starting tonight. Rocco Zoya starting out tonight. Right or left defense. And Cooper Klink. Wesley Robbins. And number 14, Owen Van Horn. The center is number 13, Garrett Trench. And Garrett Trench. And in goal. And starting in goal, number 29, Mac West. The Mustangs are coached by Joe Dietrich, Jay Hull, and Lucas Cole. We're going to stand for the national anthem. This is John DeCosmaker. Listen to this one, folks. And remove your caps as Minnesota Wild anthem singer John DeCosmaker leads us in the Star Spangled Banner. I know, right? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecking there, bombs bursting in air, did prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Woo! Well, that was quite a treat, folks. I hope you could hear that. Woo! Wow. No, you're right. We've got somebody that listens to the stream. That's fantastic. It is Minnesota River Bulldogs. You're right. Hey, listen to me. I called them the River Rats before at the end of our last stream because I didn't know. I couldn't remember who they were. All right. So we are about to get started here, folks. It'll be interesting to see if Breck sticks with that lineup that got announced tonight. We're going to be moving lines around a little bit, or how that's going to be working out. I do not have the background on Minnesota River, how strong they are, if they're single A, double A, etc. I do know that they were able to beat our Breck JV team 5-2 earlier tonight. I will also tell you that if I look at the ice, it looks a little chewed up. So we might have some bouncing pucks here a little bit tonight, but let's just see. No, we are starting out with our starting lineup. That lineup that I just gave to you. So we've got Garrett Trench is going to be taking the draw. Wesley Robbins at right wing. OVH at left wing. Cooper Klink at left defense. And Rocco Zoya at right defense. And the Mac Daddy, the Macinator, the one and only Mac West in nets. And OVH kicks it back to their wing, who looks to bring it in, and Rocco steps up on him. That puck goes in deep, and Cooper goes for it. Cooper gives it to Garrett. Garrett takes it behind the net and gives it up to OVH on the wing. OVH dishes it out to center ice, and Minnesota River dumps it back in. They go back after it hard. Rocco goes after his man, and Cooper leaves it there for Garrett. And Wesley gets it in the corner. Wesley gives it over there to Cooper. Cooper wheels back around smartly, and he's going to skate it up out of the zone. Oh, it got picked off there by Minnesota River. Rocco lays a hit down, and Cooper is able to get that puck up to Wesley. Wesley tries to get out of the zone, but we're just not getting there all the way out. And we're going to get a bit of a change here as the puck goes in the other end. Garrett Trench with a great forecheck. Gets it to Rocco. Rocco keeps that in. If you're watching from home, let us know. 612-747-2525. I want to know you're watching. As Eric Larson takes it behind the net. He's looking fast tonight. And nice job there by Sawyer. Gets it up to Will. Will dumps it in, and Minnesota goes D to D. They're looking to break that out. Puck comes back there. And we're digging for it in the corner. Minnesota River has it. Harrison Hudson's out there now with Nick Downing, Will Offenhauser, Eric Larson at D, and Sawyer Malkerson. Puck goes back behind the net. And here's Eric bringing it out. Eric gets it over the red line. He looks to bring it in wide, and he does. He dumps it in low. Minnesota River gets it up to their wing. Riley Dovenberg's coming in with speed. Nice job on that forecheck as he gets it to Sawyer. Sawyer gets it over there. Oh, almost a nice tip there by Riley. Harrison Hudson with a good shot from the point. Eric zips it over to Harrison. Harrison over the red line. Harrison dumps it in. George McBean goes after it, and he wins the race to the puck. He tried to get that out front. Minnesota River's looking to get it back behind the net. But Colton comes in. He digs for it. He digs for it. Still digging for it. Dovey comes in to help out. McBean comes in, gets it to Rocco. Rocco rips it, but that gets deflected wide by the Minnesota River blocker. Oh, he get out front to Riley. Oh, but it just went off his stick. And here comes Minnesota River on a one-on-one on Rocco. They take it wide. Rocco plays his man, and he dumps it in. George McBean plays the body. Puck comes there to Joey. Joey gets a hold of the puck. He zips it up there to George. George brings it over the blue line, over the red. He's going to dump it in. And that goes behind the Minnesota River nets. Net. There aren't two nets. There's one net. Minnesota River tips it in. Looks like we've got their first line out there now. They're going to be out there against our first line of Garrett Trench, Cooper Klink, Eric Larson, Eli Milinkovic, and OVH. We got a few people watching from home. OVH's fan club is in the house. Love it. OVH's Uncle John's watching from Ohio. OVH is currently winning the game of having the most attendance on our stream. As Minnesota River comes in, they try to get that across, but that gets deflected over our net. And here comes Garrett. Garrett gets it to OVH. OVH tries to get that up to Garrett and does. Garrett brings it in. Oh! We might need to see a replay on that one. Yep, throwing the challenge flag on that one, folks. I think it was a matter of whether or not the referee felt that we were in control of that puck.
He had it on his stick when he was across.
Right. It's a control issue, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Darn that.
Across the board if you've got
Hans, would you please be more biased? Come on. Hans is being a good referee right now. We understand now. Oh, okay. Puck goes from Eli back to Cooper. Cooper at his own blue line tries to get that up. Minnesota, oh, nice job picking it off. He dumps it in. No icing. And here's Eli winning the race to the corner. Eli is playing a big body game, but comes away with the puck, which is the whole point of the game. Nice job, Eli. And here's Minnesota River trying to take it out. They're taking it wide. And Cooper and Minnesota River tackle each other. Eric Larson comes up with the puck, He goes back to Cooper in the corner. We're just digging for it down there. Minnesota River dumps it back in, and Garrett goes for it. Garrett gets it back up to OVH. OVH zips it almost all the way over there for Eli, but it gets picked off. And here comes Minnesota River dumping it in. They put it back behind our net. They try to get out front and do, but a nice play by Eric coming away with the puck. I love that lateral movement from that boy. Gets to Eli. Eli's taking it wide. He's got a chance. Goes around the net looking for a friend. Still going around. And he decides to take it back like we're on a 3-on-3. So Eli just regroups, gives it to Zoya. Zoya back behind the net. He gets that back over to Eli. Eli back to Zoya, and here's Zoya taking it out. Puck goes off Zoya's stick. He gives it to Eli. Eli, nice little toe drag, and he brings it into the zone. Eli cuts to the center. Comes back, takes a shot. Oh, great shot there by Nick Downing. Zoya's looking to control that puck, and he keeps it in. Nick goes in. He controls. Minnesota River's trying to get this out. We've got Will Offenhauser in there. Nice little swim move there by Offenhauser to get away. Sawyer gets it. He's got it back behind the net. He's trying to get it out front. He does. He gets to Nick. Nick takes a shot. And that puck comes to Nick on the sideboards. Nick, good play, Nick. Nick comes, takes a shot, tries to get that all the way through, but it got blocked by traffic out front. Will Offenhauser, good control. I'll tell you what, love the way that kid's playing. All right, here comes Zoya laying down the big body as they dump the puck in. Oliver Swanson gets it from behind the net. He gives it up there to Sawyer. Sawyer gets it out of the zone. Minnesota River looks to bring it in. They dump it in. We've got Oliver and Rocco on defense. Sawyer, Nick, and Will Offenhauser. And Nick dumps it in, and he goes for a change. Dovey's out there. Joey, Harrison. And a nice job by Colton picking it off. Oh, he's looking to get Sawyer out front. That got knocked in the corner by Minnesota River. They went D to D, but there was no D to go to. Nice job keeping it in by Harrison. And he dishes it in. Minnesota River, nice little breakout pass there. They dump it in. Goes behind the net. Mack controls. He gives it up there to Harrison. Nice pick off the boards there by Harrison. Colton tries to give it out front, but it goes to Minnesota River, but a nice eat by Joey. No flamingos in that family. Harrison Hudson dumps it around the far side, gives it to Wesley. Wesley, nice little chip there to Joey, who does a nice job engaging. Here comes OVH. OVH gives it to Colton. Oh, good rip there by Colton Crook. Colton with a big play, gets it to OVH. OVH over there to Harrison. Harrison puts it on net. Oh, but it just got blocked in front. Harrison back on his red line. He dumps it all the way in. Breck gets a bit of a change. Nice pace here in the hockey game. Love how Breck's going after it. Getting some good pressure, especially from Garrett there. Garrett catches a big elbow, but no penalty. Here comes Minnesota River. Nice poke there by Eric, and he's going to bring the puck off. Oh, that's got to be a tripping call. Yep, they are going to call that one. So Minnesota River is going to go to the box here for 2 minutes on a tripping call because Eric Larson went from defense to offense in a millisecond, and they had no chance. So let's see. Cooper Klink's grandparents and dog are watching from Arizona. We've got Arizona in the house. We've got Ohio in the house. OVH Pittsburgh's fan club is also watching. OVH is on Kathy in Florida. Okay, I'm going to call it right now. There's no way another fan club could be any larger. Malkersons, do you hear me? It's a straight-up challenge. Let's see. Joni and Warren are in the house. Malkersons are watching from New Mexico. Love it. All right. They said game on. Here's Eric. Gives it down low to Cooper. Cooper to Eric at the top of the umbrella. Eric to Garrett. Power play. Gets it down there to Cooper. Cooper back up to Eric. Eric brings it. Oh, nice play to Garrett. Garrett rips it. And a heck of a save by the Minnesota River goaltender in his black pads and black gloves. Love it. Love everybody sending me text messages that you're in the house. On Kathy in Florida, we got Pittsburgh. We've got Eric with the puck right now. Gives it to Garrett. Garrett, he tried to get that down. I had a chance there. Puck comes back to Eric at the top of the umbrella. Gives it down there to Garrett. Garrett over there to Cooper. Cooper down low to Eli. Eli takes it, rips it across. Oh, and I think we put that off the post. Nice shot there by Garrett. Got to go after the insides of the posts. Gets it to Cooper. Cooper rips it. Nice save by Minnesota River. I'm going to place a bet that the Minnesota River goaltender plays baseball. I'm just saying, he's got a good quick glove, and he likes to use it no matter where. His shortstop, probably. You think? I think you're right with shortstop, frankly. All right, face-off here just to the right of Minnesota River. Garrett Trench, Eli, Colton's out there with them. Cooper and Eric. As we've got a minute, we have on a power play. We've got 5 players. They've got 4. They get a hold of the puck, and they're going to zip that out of the zone. It comes back to Eric, who dishes it over there to Cooper. Cooper wheels around in front of his own net, and he's got speed. He's going to bring this into the zone, and he does. There we go, another tripping call of Minnesota River. Minnesota River's going to go down 2 men for the next 51 seconds. Cooper's grandma from Long Lake's in the house. Nick from Maine and another person from Arizona? Holy smokes! I think that's 7 different states. Come on. Wait, I suppose nobody's really going to be up in Europe right now, right? It's a little early. All the Italians are in bed right now getting ready for the Olympics tomorrow. Yeah, and here's Cooper. He gets to Garrett. Garrett back to Cooper. Back to Garrett. Back to Cooper. He brings it in. Got 5-on-3 going. Gets it to Garrett at the top. Gets it over to Eli. Eli rips it just a little bit wide. And the puck's going to go all the way out of the zone. 30 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. We've got 5. They've got 3. Comes to Eric. Eric over the blue line. He brings it to the side. Gets it down low to Cooper. Cooper tried to get that out front, but it went off a toe. Nice job there. Oh, it just went away as Cooper came off a Cooper stick. Cooper gets it over there to Eli. Eli in the zone, just a little bit too far. And the puck goes all the way down, and that's a good 5-on-3 kill for Minnesota River. Minnesota River has 4 players. We've got 5, and we give it to Eli to bring it in the zone. Eli gives it to Garrett. Garrett comes in low. Tried to go up high on that one, but it just went over the net. Now Eric's got it at the top of the umbrella. Eric goes to the sideboards. He wheels around. Try to get that over to Eli. 50 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Breck. Breck gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett to Eric. Eric to Garrett. Garrett top of the circle gets it to Eli. Eli's looking for it, gets it to Garrett. Oh, we're just playing with it. Here comes Eric. He gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett tried to get it on net, but it came to Colton. 30 seconds remaining, the man advantage. And nice job there by Eric, wheeling back around. Eric looks to bring it into the zone. He gives it to Eli. 15 seconds remaining, the man advantage for Breck. Eli gives it up there to Eric. Eric to Cooper. Cooper to Eli. Eli down low. He's looking for somebody. Eli on his knees, gets back up, 6 seconds, all the way over to Garrett. Garrett rips it just a little bit wide. And it looks like there's going to be another penalty against Minnesota River. Garrett gets it down low. Nice play up to Eric. Eric rips it. And Minnesota River gets a hold of it. We've got another penalty of interference on Minnesota River. Be honest, I didn't see the penalty. So... all right, folks. Well, this is fun. We've got another power play. Yeehaw. 6:20 left to go in the period. The score is still 0-0. Rocco and Joey are out there. We've got Wesley at left wing, OVH at right, Nick Downing at center. Minnesota River whips it around, but Joey's able to keep it in. He gets it in, dumps it in low. Minnesota River's going to get a hold of this one. They try to dump it out, but a nice play by OVH coming up with it. Nick has it on the sideboards. He goes, takes a shot. That's a good save by Minnesota River. 6:02 remaining and 1:42 left to go in the power play. Between periods, who else do we have in the house?
No, we got some info for you.
Minnesota River's Cleveland, St. Peter, Tri-City United, LeSueur, and Belle Plaine. Thank you for that scoop. I thought it was just LeSueur. It's 4 different areas. Oh, nice job there by Nick Downing keeping that puck in. And puck comes back to Nick. Nick to Joey. And Joey's looking to take this up. Joey skates it in. Gets it all the way over to Nick. Nick at the blue line. Dumps it down low to Wesley. And the puck gets dumped down. 1 minute remaining in the man advantage. Breck goes for a change. And here's Joey. Joey gets it up there to Eli. But Minnesota River dumps it back in again. Eric gets it behind the net. Gives it up to Cooper. Cooper back to Eric. Time to show a little urgency here. Eric brings it over the red line. Gets it up to Eli. Eli brings it around. Tried to get that out front, but Minnesota River is able to bank it off the boards, but a nice play by Cooper keeps it in. Eric has it at the top of the umbrella. He's looking to get a shot. Garrett gets it over there to Cooper. Cooper takes a shot. What a nice save by Minnesota River. We're making the right passes, but they happen to be hitting the skates, and it's a little hard to do a 1T when it hits the skates. Joni and Warren Melkerson from Carrizozo, New Mexico are watching tonight. It's senior night. Especially saluting the senior Sawyer Melkerson. I love it.
We got Monica.
In Texas?
Watching Wesley.
Hot dog. Monica Wesley got to start tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed that, because we did. Came over there to Garrett. Garrett, oh, nice shot there by Eric, just a little bit wide. 15 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Breck. That shot went wide. Gets it up to Eric at the top of the umbrella. Eric gets down low to Eli. Eli zips it all the way across for Garrett. Garrett to Eric. Eric takes a good hard shot. That pinballed around. Gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett almost. And Cooper takes a shot. That's a little bit wide. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, folks. That was a crazy amount of penalties in a row. Minnesota River gets it on the sideboards. We'll see what happens. Sometimes that can give a team a little bit of a spring in their step if they can kill off big penalties like that. Plus, the marbles are definitely on the other side of the pocket, so we're going to have to watch out here. Nice play there by Colton. Colton gets it all the way up to Eli. Eli to Garrett with speed. Garrett brings it into the zone. Nice gap control there by their D. We get a shot on net, but I'll tell you what, this Minnesota River keeper knows what he's doing. 3:35 left to go. We have 8 shots on net. They have 0 so far. 3:31. Rocco gets to Joey. Joey brings it around the net. Zips it all the way up to OVH, but that's too far. We're going to have a face-off just to the left of Mac West. Back in our own zone. Cooper Klink's grandparents are watching from Arizona. Anybody else here?
We got Lynn Wondroff watching from Montgomery, but she didn't tell us who. So.
All right. Who's your favorite? We need to know. Who does Montgomery, Minnesota love? All the players, of course, but it's okay to have a favorite, especially if it's your own relative. Oh, Sawyer laying down the body. Joey puts it on net. OVH has a good chance. And, oh, my gosh, Minnesota River's going to get another penalty here. Interference call for decking somebody who wasn't near the puck. So, with 3 minutes to go, Minnesota River's had 5 penalties?
Keep taking them.
Absolutely.
Why not? We're not scoring.
Once again, Hans with the objective comment.
Lynn filled us in. It's Eli.
It's Eli. Love it. Love it. We like our Eli as well. And let's see if he's going to be back out there. Eli is going to be back out there. Eli has played, I think, 15 of the 17 minutes here in this game so far. All right.
Matt Carlstrom from Grand Rapids.
Rock on. Grand Rapids in the house. Uh-oh, the coach is talking to the ref. I actually did see that penalty, and I will tell you that was a penalty.
It was.
He wasn't near the play, and he got decked.
It's got to be hard to be a ref and to continue to call penalties on the same team.
I agree. Like, he had to feel like it was flagrant. All right, so that was a cross-checking penalty, not interference like I called earlier.
There's no refs above the threat.
Right. Puck comes back to Cooper. Cooper to Eric. All right, Eric gives it to Garrett. Garrett over to Eli. Eli to Cooper, takes a shot. And that comes to Garrett. Garrett to Eric. Eric gets it down to Puck just went out of the zone, and Eric's going to go back for it. Oh, they've got a good goaltender, and that good goaltender is making them, pressuring them to hit the posts, and as a result, they're missing the net by just a little bit. Puck comes down to Eli. Eli to Garrett. Garrett to Eli. We've got good numbers here. Nice shot there by Cooper. Klink for the goal. Finally, after 5 penalties. 17, 10, 13 sounds like the right number. All right, so Breck goes up 1-0 here. After 9 shots, they get 1. That's what coaches always told us. You get 10 shots, you're going to get a goal, and that's what happened. So far, Mac West has been a little quiet back there. That's why he's been skating around, getting the play as much as he can. Oh, Karlstrom's on Team Sawyer. Thank you. We should know that by now, shouldn't we? Joey has it back behind the net. Klink from Milinkovic only. All right. Exactly, right? Here comes Minnesota River. They get it over the blue line. Rocco takes it away from them. But then Minnesota River comes up with it again. Joey with a nice play there. Playing the angle, getting the puck. Love that play. Here comes Wesley. He looks to bring it in over the blue line. He dumps it in. He goes after it. He tries to get that out front, gets it to Joey. Joey puts it on net. Good glove save by Minnesota River, and that goes up the sideboards to Rocco. Rocco gets it back down deep to Colton. Nice play there by Colton, staying in control of it. He tries to get it up the sideboards to Joey. He does. Joey with a good quick shot. Almost on net, but Minnesota River was eating it. Rocco dumps it back in. We get a bit of a change. Minnesota River's trying to get out of the zone here. OVH on him. Love it. And a nice play by Garrett. So that's an interesting play there. I think had the marbles not been off, that would have been a slew foot call. Eric, nice play. Staying tough on that one. And here comes Cooper. Cooper gets it up to OVH. He's looking to bring it in. Oh, and the puck just got away from him. Relatively quick whistle, but that's okay. Uh-oh. We're having a little discussion. I have a feeling it was close to too many men on the ice. Oh, no, it is too many men on the ice. Oh, too many men. Oh. I think even it's at least. Yeah, it's 6 or 7. All right. Too many men on the ice. Against the Bulldogs at 16. Woo. All right, so 41 seconds remaining here in the first period. We've got a 2-minute power play. Or is Mr. Oh, here he comes to Cooper. Oh, Cooper with a great shot, but a nice save. Puck comes to Eric, top of the umbrella. He gets down low to Eli. Eli up to Garrett. Garrett's rolling. Takes a shot. Oh, I don't think the goaltender saw it, but it went off his right shoulder. Eli gets to the top. He wants to shoot. Gets that over there to Garrett. Garrett on the sideboards up to Eric. Eric to Eli. Eli takes a shot, but it got deflected wide. 8 seconds remaining here at the end of the first period. Nice job keeping that in by Eric. Put it on net. Shoot, 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 shoot. And I don't think they could hear me from up here, but I was doing my best. Shoot, shoot, shoot. At the end of the first period, the score is your Breck Mustangs 1, Minnesota River 0. We had 12 shots on net. They had 0 shots on net, but it didn't seem that lopsided, to be quite honest. We'll see what happens in this next period. Hopefully we don't get 7 penalties called on us. Was it 7 or 6? Do you even know? I mean, if it's 6, that's 12 minutes out of 17. Holy smokes.
It shouldn't be 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. We need to... Right. We got to put this thing on the back of the net a little bit. Oh, absolutely. I would love to interview you. Hello. I'm Mark. It's very nice to meet you. I know we've met before. You have? Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, you're kidding. I've got it. Oh, you know what? That's good feedback. Thank you. I need to post it out there too.
You did a great job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you being watching on the stream at home because it's a lot of fun for us when we know there's people out there. Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. Yes. All right, everybody. We'll see you in about 12 minutes. We're going to cut the ice. Hopefully it stays that way. Hey, welcome back, sports fans, to the second period of Breck hockey. Oh, go ahead. Sorry about that, folks. Had to step away for a second. So, yes, it's a big deal. Hans and I have fans. We have groupies. Oh, we've got groupies, dude. I'm just saying. It's the way it is. No, that's not the case. But you know what? We got a lot of fans that are watching from far away. OVH's fan club from Charlotte tuned in. So they're chirping. Their beers cracked, volume up, zero respect for the opposition. Pucks deep, bodies flying, make them hate the night they scheduled this game with. Go out on an absolute problem. They want OVH to be a problem out there. And you know what? I think that's a great idea, and I think he will be. Let's see. I would also like to do a little shout out to those who are watching from Texas. Monica, Riley, Hadley and Ellie, maybe even Jason, who are watching from Texas. We are glad you're in the house, and we are going to hopefully put on a show for you here in the second period. A lot of fun out there. All right. So, Minnesota River puts the puck in deep, and Mac West gets a little action. Here comes Eric Larson. He brings it out over the blue line, gives it up to Eli. As a reminder, we've got 5 players out there. They've got 4. We got a power play for 1 minute and 2 seconds. Puck is on the sideboards. Garrett gives it to Eric. Eric over to Cooper. Cooper down low to Eli. Eli backhands it, gets it over there to Garrett, who one-tees it, but just a little bit wide. So it comes back out to Eric at the point, over to Cooper on the side. Cooper to Garrett. Garrett takes a shot, but that just rolled off his stick, and the puck goes all the way down to Mac. Mac controls it, and we decided not to murder the guy for spraying Mac. Don't think they're going to give him a penalty for that.
Ref's not talking to him about that, though.
I know, right? At least come over and say something? Anyway. Not a hard conversation. Hey, down in front, please. All right. Those are my relatives that are right there, so I get to say that. Heidi, Jill, and Grandpa Jerry, who doesn't miss a game somehow or other. He's either on the stream or in the arena. Eli gives it up there to Eric with 20 seconds remaining, the man advantage. Eric gets it over the blue line. He brings it in. Oh, he tried to get that across. Almost got that to Eli. And Colton comes over. He gives it up there to Garrett. Garrett to Cooper on the side. Cooper keeps it. Tried to whip that back up, but nice job of keeping it in by Eli. Eli gets it down low to Cooper. Cooper, almost had a second goal there. So we're full strength, folks, for both teams. 5-on-5 hockey, and we're going to have a face-off down to the right of the Minnesota River keeper with 15:30 left to go. Here in the second period. Still only 12 shots on goal for Breck. No shots on goal yet for Minnesota River. OVH's fan club is still the largest in the land, I believe. Puck comes back to Zoya. He rips it, yet goes almost on net. We get it back to Oliver. He takes a shot, but that got blocked. Puck comes up to Rocco, who steps up. And Minnesota River is able to get a hold of it. They get it down low in the corner. They lay a reverse hit down. We're digging for it. Nick Downing's digging. Oliver's digging. Minnesota River comes away with it. They've got on the sideboards. They take a shot. Mac West with a good glove. 14:52 left to go here in the second period. Harrison's coming in, and Joey replacing Oliver and Rocco. So we've got Wesley, OVH, and Nick Downing. OVH fan club's going wild right now. Puck comes back to Minnesota River. They take a shot. That goes a little bit wide. Comes back out to the point. And Joey's digging for it down in the corner. Puck goes up the sideboards. They dump it back down again, and Harrison Hudson goes after it. We've got a net off the mooring, so we're going to have a face-off. Say that again. Oh, they did? So it's out of the zone? I wasn't sure if they did it or Harrison did it. Got it. Well, look at you. Dude, look at you. You are Johnny on the spot. That puck is outside the zone. Colton Crook's going to take the face off. You got Sawyer Melkerson, Will Offenhauser, Harrison Hudson, Joey Abrams. I'm just showing off that I know everybody's full names. Puck comes out of the zone. Nice job there by Sawyer. And Minnesota River dumps it back in. Joey has it. Joey goes D to D, gets that over to Harrison. Harrison, nice dish up to Colton. He comes in on a one-on-one. He takes it wide. He wants to get a shot. Does get a shot. That's in the goal, folks. The ref saw it in the goal. It just snuck underneath the pads of the goaltender, and I believe that that's going to be 19 from 7 and... No, 19 from 20H and 7. I think it was... Exactly. It was a beautiful sauce by Mr. Hudson. All right. All right, so Breck fans are a little happier right now. Scores 2-0. Breck 13 shots on goal. Minnesota River 1. But Minnesota River knows how to hit.
Assisted by number 28, Harrison Hudson.
That was the correct call. Hopefully you guys can hear that at home, because that is such a smooth and silky voice coming out from Mr. Abrams. It actually feels like you're in a Minnesota Wild hockey game. Oh, who's working the tunes tonight? They're doing a pretty good job. I don't know the name of this, but it's funky. It is dropping like it's hot. Hans, explain to me why you know that song. They're a big Snoop fan. I love it. And it comes over there to Eli. Eli takes a shot. That gets deflected wide by the keeper. Minnesota River. Oh, good play there by Eric stepping up. Garrett gets a hold of the puck on the sideboards. He gets it back to Eric. Eric rolls, gives it to Cooper. Cooper takes a shot. Just a little bit wide. Goes to Eli. Eli tried to get that back to Eric, but it goes out of the zone. Eric back to Eli. Eli over there to Cooper. Cooper brings it in. Gives it back to Garrett. Garrett rips it. Oh, that was such a hard shot. Just a little bit over. Here comes Garrett. Garrett has it down low below the net. Gets it over there to Cooper. Cooper to Eric. Eric rolls. Gets it over there to Eli. Eli with a good move. Still has it. Backhands it just a little bit wide. And OVH is after him. OVH in a hard forecheck. Puck goes D to D, but Eli comes up with it, gives it to Garrett. Garrett rolls to the center. Can he control it? But Minnesota River comes away with it. Nice poke there by Eric. And the puck goes down into our end as Cooper rolls around with it, gets it up there to Garrett. Garrett over the red line. Gets to OVH. OVH is looking for a friend, gets it to Eli. Eli turns around, whips it just a little wide. Minnesota River's looking to break it out. And they zip it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. We're going to have a face-off just to the right of the Minnesota River keeper. Oh, I love it. We got a fight going on here, folks. Looks like Malkersons are none too pleased with the fact that there are so many OVH fans in the house. It looks like we've got more uncles that are watching. Charles Malkerson's watching, whose son graduated from Breck. Bruce Malkerson, Uncle Sherman Malkerson. They're all in Minneapolis right now. Let's see. All right, they want Sawyer to get a goal. They're saying, come on, man. We love watching Sawyer out there. All right, Wesley has it. He gets it down low. Nick Downing tries to do a wraparound. And everybody's doing okay. I thought there was going to be a wrestling match, but nope, they're good. George McBean was the one in the middle of the wrestling match, but now they're all just talking. Being friendly, nobody's going to get a penalty. Rocco and Oliver out there on D. We've got Nick, Wesley, and George McBean. 12:03 left to go here in the second period. I'm going to have to do a count between the second and third period to see if there are more OVH or more Malkerson fans in the house. I think it might be tied. Puck goes down deep. Oliver goes after it. He gets it up the sideboards, tries to whip that up to Wesley. And Minnesota River, they dump it in deep. Rocco goes after it. And nice job there by Mr. Oliver getting the puck. Puck's back down low. Rocco pokes it away, gets it up to George. George gets it out of the zone smartly into the bench. That's going to be a face-off back in our zone. Rats. That's all right. A little bit of bad luck on that one. Who else do we have? It looks like I might have received a couple other phone calls. Nope, I just saw Joni and Warren Malkerson. Cooper Klink's grandparents are still watching from Arizona. George McBean goes hard after it. Puck goes down in the corner. We've got Harrison and Joey out there on D. Joey with a beautiful move there. Get it out of the zone and get it up to Nick. Nick over to Joey. Joey's looking for a friend. Gets it to Wesley. Wesley drops it for Harrison. He rips it just a little bit wide. Oh, nice play there by Nick. Love that play. Hard forecheck. Will Offenhauser lays the body into his man on the sideboards. And puck goes to Wesley. He gets it in deep, bounces it off of the concrete wall. And we're going to have a face-off, I think, down in the Minnesota River end. We are. 612-747-2525. Let me know if you're watching. 612-747-2525. I've been saying that number a little bit too fast, folks. I'll try to slow it down. Puck comes there into the corner. Minnesota River's looking to break it out. They get it out of the zone. Joey steps up on it, though, and a nice back check there by Mr. Malkerson. Minnesota River gets it. Ooh. Sawyer's just rock'em sock'em robots out there. He evidently knows he's got a lot of people watching. Here comes Colton. Colton gets it up there to Will. Will gets it in deep. This is definitely the checking line for Minnesota River. They're digging down low. Minnesota River looks to get this out. They do. That's going to go all the way down to the other end. That's going to be an icing call. With 10:19 left to go here in the second period, we're going to have a face-off just to the left of the Minnesota River keeper. Hey, Will's grandparents are watching. Will Offenhauser's having a great game. Love the boards work that boy's doing. OVH steps on the ice and the building gets louder. The fan club running the house. I love it. OVH's fan club is not going to take this, that the Malkersons might be equaling them in numbers, because they're saying we're louder. Eli gets it with a little bit of high sticking, so we're going to have a face-off, I think. At center ice? Nope, we're going to have it all the way back in our own zone. Harrison's grandmother Dorothy's watching. She texted me at 612-747-2525. Love it. Dorothy, glad you're in the house. Cooper has it back behind the net. Nice poke there by Eric. Eric, whoops. We're losing a stick there, and the puck, luckily comes all the way out of the zone. And OVH on a hard forecheck. Look at the F1 in that kid. Nice play. Minnesota River trying to get it out, but Eli's in the way. Oh, we almost got that back to our D, but that goes out of the zone. Cooper decides to just dump it in. Got deflected, so no big deal. OVH on the forecheck. He gets a hold of the puck, gives it back there to Eli behind the net. Gets Eli trying to get that out front to Garrett. Garrett with a wraparound, gives it to OVH. OVH with a good whack at it. Eric gets it over to Cooper. Cooper one-teed. Oh, it was a one-tee to Eli almost. And Garrett has it. Garrett digging in the corner. Still digging. Minnesota River comes away with it. They dish, but that comes to Eric, and he stops it. OVH almost got that up to Garrett. And a nice play there by Cooper. He dumps it in, but that's a delayed offside, so we've got to check up. Oh, puck just went past us. Nice play there by Garrett. Minnesota River playing strong on the puck. Oh, good quick shot there by Minnesota River, but a nice save by Mac West. Puck goes down in the corner again. Eric's going for it. Nice play, just poking the puck away. Don't like what's going on in the corner right now. And we iced the... Oh, my gosh. We iced the puck. Minnesota River is going to get a penalty. Minnesota River is going to get another penalty for one last whack. I'm going to say that you have an astute hockey player on your hands. He knew the ref was watching. He knew the kid was going to give him one more whack. All I'm saying is that's smart play. All right, so we're going to have a power play here. We're trying to figure out which line's going to start us out. I think we're going to have our second power play unit start us out. That's Nick Downing, OVH, Wesley. A little hooking. All right, so we've got 2 minutes of, we have 5 players, they have 4. That's a power play for the Mustangs here. And Joey takes it out. Joey gets it over there to Nick. Nick's going to bring it into the zone. He rips it all the way around. Rocco goes in to keep it in, and he does. He's got it in his feet. He has it on the sideboards. He gets it down low to Wesley. Wesley back behind the net. He zips it up there to Nick. Nick gets it all the way over to Rocco. Rocco rolls in, gets it to Joey. Joey takes a shot, but just a little bit wide. Oh, we tried to get a hold of that. Now we're going to have a penalty. I feel like that's a marble evening penalty. So we're going to be back to 4-on-4 hockey. That's some of my favorite hockey out there. So there's going to be a face-off down in the Breck end. Minnesota River fans are none too happy.
What is the Bronx cheer?
All right, so we're going to have Garrett and Eli at the top of the box. We're going to have Cooper and Eric on D. Puck comes out to Garrett. Garrett zips it all the way up, gets it to Eli. Eli with a breakaway and a 5-hole goal. That's a shorty. And about the best response you could have. Eli Milinkovic with at least his second shorthanded goal of the year and a really nice breakaway. Oh, that's true. It is 4-on-4. Thank you. So good even up hockey. That's why I like having a little bit more space. So we're going to have another minute 18 of 4-on-4. I don't know. I thought it was Cooper, but it might have been Garrett.
Scoring for Mustangs. Number 10, Eli Milinkovic, assisted by number 13, Garrett Trench.
All right, so it was Milinkovic from Trench. Eric has it at the top. He gives it down there to Eli. Eli tries to make a move, but Minnesota River is able to get it out, but Eric comes back and he wins the race to the puck. Eric wheels back around. He gives it up there to Cooper. Nice tape-to-tape pass. Cooper, oh! And here it comes to Eli. Eli gets it back. Oh, it just rips it. Garrett rips it off the corner. Cooper, oh, Garrett. Cooper going in there for a 1-T. Minnesota River passed it across, but Eric gets a hold of it. And hopefully Eric's doing okay there in the corner. And they're going to get a 2-minute and a 10-minute. Oh, and I don't like that Eric's shoulder is looking bad. So, Minnesota River's going to have 3 people in the box because they're getting a 2 and 10. Hey, Dovey's grandmother's watching from Florida. Glad you're in the house. So, with 7 minutes left to go here in the second period, there's a lot of discussion. So, sorry folks, I'll try to give you a little rundown here. There's a lot of discussion because they hit our player from behind and then our player got hurt. Then their player came over by the ref and swore at the ref. And then the ref gave them an unsportsmanlike, and that's going to be a 2 and 10 most likely. They might even get kicked out of the game completely. I don't think so. Did he hit his shoulder? We're looking at a little replay here.
I'm more worried about his wrist, but it's a clear cross check.
Right. Yeah, the slash on the wrist there. I know. So, I think Coach is probably talking to the refs right now saying, hey, let's not get our kids hurt. So all right, so they're going to have 3 players in the box, but they're only going to be down 1 man for the next 2 minutes. But that other player is going to get that 10 minutes, so he's going to be able to come back in the middle of the 3rd period. So we'll have 4 players out there. They'll have 3 players out there. This is getting exciting.
You should do it in Spanish like the Super Bowl.
If only I could. That'd be so fun if I could speak 2 languages. I'm a little embarrassed. I've had like 7 years of Spanish, but you do not want to hear my Spanish because that was a long time ago. We're talking 1990. Whew. Anyway, let's see. So there's still a lot of discussion going on over here. If I had to guess.
Go down to 3, right?
Okay.
And they've got, they're already at 4.
Oh, I didn't see they had 1 extra one in there too.
Yes. It's the cross check and then a separate upstart for the upstarts. That's running a 2 attack. So the problem is that they've got 4, they've go down to 3 on 1. So I think the second penalty will start after that 2-minute
Right.
run.
Yep. So thanks for that clarification, Hans. I didn't see it. Right. So they have 4 people in the box to R1. They had a second penalty for cross-checking. Yeah. So they slashed Eric and then they cross-checked him and then they swore at the ref. So yeah, that's the 10-minute. Yep. All right. So we've got 4 players. They've got 3. We think for at least 2 minutes, but we'll see exactly how this is going to happen. That extra person in the box, they are probably not going to start their penalty until the one before that is finished up. Nice shot there by Garrett. Colton gives it to Garrett. Garrett all the way over to Eli. Eli rips it over to Garrett. Garrett takes a 1-T. That got blocked by Minnesota River and ripped all the way down to the other end. So Mack has it back behind the net. Comes to Cooper. Cooper brings it over the red line. He's going to bring it into the zone and set it up. Cooper back to Garrett. Garrett on the side. Garrett is waiting for Cooper. Cooper comes to the top of the tee. Nice play, gets it down to Eli. Eli all the way over to Garrett. Garrett, nice play, getting that to Cooper. Cooper to Eli. Eli to Cooper. Down to Garrett, takes a 1-T. And a nice save there by the Minnesota River keeper. Puck goes all the way down to the other end. So we've got 5 players. They've got 3 for another 53 seconds at least. And here's Cooper. He brings it all the way in. Cooper's tried to get up the sideboards, but Minnesota River does a nice job. They dump it all the way down. I don't think 5-on-3 is what we work on a lot. Comes to Joey. Joey all the way over there to Colton. Colton's going to bring it into the zone. He does. Colton gets it over there to Eli. Eli thought about shooting right away. Minnesota River picks off the puck. They dump it all the way down, and Joey has it. Joey brings it in, gives it to Garrett. Garrett, nice move, get it over to Eli. Eli over to Garrett. Garrett, 1-T. Oh, what a save by the Minnesota River keeper. Comes to Colton. Colton rips it, but that got deflected up into the netting. And with 3 seconds left. Why would somebody come out with 3 seconds? I don't think so either. That's all right. We've had plenty of power plays. All right. So what I know is that we're still 5-on-3 for at least another 3 seconds. Comes to Joey. Joey over there to Cooper. Cooper rips it. Oh, good save by the Minnesota River keeper. Came to Joey. So it's now 5-on-4 hockey, folks. That comes to Garrett. Garrett gets it down there to Cooper. Cooper tried to get it across to Colton. Eli over to Joey. Gets over to Eli. Eli rips it. And a nice save by the Minnesota River keeper. 4:33 left to go here in the second period. I think only 6 seconds left in the man advantage. Yeah, I was wishing we could cash that one in on the 3-on-5, but it really didn't happen. Oh well, kind of a strange mood here in the audience. I wouldn't say the fans are extremely happy with either side. That happens. And Sawyer with a great play cuts in front of the net, but the puck comes out and Zoya dumps it back in. Here comes Sawyer. Minnesota River's trying to get it out, and they do get it out of the zone. They get it all the way in. They take a shot. What a nice play by Matt West. Loving that puck, which is going wide. But I think they're going to give him a shot on that one anyway. So we have 20 shots on net to their 2 at this point, with 4:11 to go. Let's see, we've got Joey out there and Rocco. And nice play by Minnesota River with a good pass over and a 1-2, putting it short side on their third shot of the So Minnesota River gets on the board. The score is 3-1. So let's see who we've got out there now. We've got Harrison and Rocco back on D. And then we're going to have Eli, OVH, and Garrett Trench on the face-off. All right, 4:08 left to go here in the second period. I've got to have a Pepsi and get my energy level back up here. Puck comes back there to Harrison. Harrison up to OVH. OVH gets it out of the zone. Minnesota River dumps it back in again, and Rocco goes after. Oh my gosh, that was close. Funny bounce. There's Minnesota River. They take a shot. So we're going to have a face-off just to the left of Mac West. Cooper and Joey are going to go out together now. I'm not happy to say that Eric Larson seems to be icing a body part right now, so we're going to figure out what's going on between periods and we'll give you an update. Joey rips it around the boards, gets it to Eli. Puck's down in the corner. Cooper's after it. Puck still in the corner. There's Minnesota River going for it. They give it to Joey. Joey rips it around the boards to OVH. OVH smartly gets a hold of the puck and controls it. Still holding on to it. He gets it up there to Garrett. Nice play, OVH. And we get that up to Eli. Eli comes in on a partial breakaway. And another 5-hole goal for Eli. Makes it 4-1 for your Breck Mustangs. I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful goal by Mr. Eli Milinkovic. But I'm going to give a lot of credit to OVH on that one. That play down there on the boards, stay in control of that puck, and then you give it up in a controlled manner on the breakout. That play doesn't happen without OVH.
Same goal.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's the exact same. Eli Milinkovic and Garrett Trench. Oh, OVH should have had an assist on that one. I'm sorry, folks. Maybe I'm biased, but OVH deserved one on that one. All right, puck goes down in the corner. Oliver's going for it. Rocco's out there with him. We've got Colton and Wesley. It's coming up to Wesley there on the sideboards. Minnesota River gets it down low. And nice job there by, whoa. They shoot it back in. Minnesota River's trying to control that puck. And we get it out of the zone. Nice play there by Rocco. And here's Minnesota River bringing it over the red line. They dump it in. Nice control there by Mac West. And we're going to have a face-off just to the left of Mac West. Your favorite Sawyer Malkerson's out there, fan club. Let's hear it. Woohoo, woohoo. Will Offenhauser's out there. Nick Downing. Joey and Harrison are out there together. Nice play by Nick. He gets it around. Gets it down to Joey behind the net. Joey tries to wheel around. Gets it over there to Harrison. Harrison gets it up to Sawyer. Sawyer, nice move. Trying to get that out of the zone. It's still in their feet. Still digging. And the puck goes back down low. Puck goes over there to Harrison. Harrison gets it up to Sawyer. Sawyer digs it. Gets it up there to Will. Will tries to get that over there. And Minnesota River dumps it in. Harrison Hudson gets it up there to Sawyer. Boy, we're losing our stick a lot tonight. Puck goes back down to Joey. Joey puts it back in the corner for Harrison. And Harrison dishes it up, just tries to get out of the zone. That's kind of chippy play here. Or not chippy, just not the prettiest to play. We're just trying to get her out of the zone here. Neither team's getting in control of the puck. Harrison zips it over to Joey. Joey, nice job getting that up to Nick. Nick over the red line, gets it over there to Sawyer, just a little too far out of his reach. Nick Downing digging for it along with Sawyer. Nick and Sawyer are digging for it. Downing comes away and takes a shot. Oh, he almost had it up there. Top corner, but it rings the boards, goes all the way around, and Rocco comes away with it. He gives it over there to Cooper. Cooper to Rocco. Rocco engages, he dumps it in. Gives it down there to Garrett. Garrett going after it. 1 minute remaining. Puck comes to Rocco. Rocco gets it over to Cooper. Cooper takes a shot, but that's a save by the Minnesota River keeper. Oh, I like it. The OVH fan club. Yes. Yep. Perfect. Exactly. Thank you. All right, so we've got Garrett, OVH, Rocco and Cooper, and Eli Milinkovic. Eli takes it around, takes a quick shot. Nice blocker save, puts it in the corner. Minnesota River tries to get it out, and they do. Cooper dumps it right back in, and Minnesota River has to try to break it out. They get it over there on their wing side, and they're going to bring it out. Nice. Oh, puck scoots away from Rocco, and Minnesota River has a chance, but they put it up into the netting because I think Cooper was able to put a little stick on puck there. 31 seconds remaining here in the second period. Scores 4-1, your Breck Mustangs. 31 seconds left. 23 shots on goal for Breck and 6 for Minnesota River. Nice draw there by Garrett Trench. Gets it back to Cooper. Cooper gets it up there to Garrett. Garrett over the red line. He's looking to bring it in. Oh, puck just gets stuck on the boards there. Garrett wheels around. Tried to get that over to Joey, but Joey does a nice job winning that battle of the puck. He gets it to Garrett. Garrett over there to Cooper. Cooper rips it all the way up to the Minnesota River defense, and here comes Minnesota River with speed. They cut in, but Joey and Cooper make a nice play. That's coming up. 1 second remaining. And that's the end of the second period, folks, with the score 4 for Breck and 1 for Minnesota River. As far as scoring goes today, first period we ended 1-0, and it was Colton Crook getting it from Eli and Eric. Then in the second period, we started out with let's see, who was that second goal? That was Cooper Klink. That's right. Cooper Klink from Harrison Hudson and I believe number 7. Our third goal was Eli Milinkovic from Garrett Trench. A beautiful little 4-on-4 breakaway. And then the fourth goal was also Trench to Milinkovic on a bit of a breakaway, doing the same move on the goaltender. So that puts us at 4-1. I'll give to Minnesota River also had a nice goal. They had a little 1-T over there, putting it short side. So 23 shots on goal for Breck, 6 goals for Minnesota River. A little bit of an ugly game here as there's been some hitting and a lot of penalties. So hopefully this third period everybody's going to calm down a little bit and we'll have maybe even a little bit more fun here. So I'm going to go count up how many OVHs and how many, not Milinkovic's, how many Sawyer fan club members there are here, and I will come back with the answer. So I'll see you back here in about 12 minutes. Thanks for being with us, folks. All right. All right, sports fans. I'm here with
Charlotte.
Charlotte. How many hockey games have you come to this year? Probably 3 or 4, right?
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. That's really good. And I was wondering, did you make a poster for tonight or anything?
Yes.
You did. Wait, were you actually on the ice at some point tonight?
Yes.
No way. Who did you hang out with on the ice?
Rocco.
Yes. So, do you actually know Rocco's number too?
5.
Yes. Excellent. Now, I have a question. Do you play hockey?
No.
But you do play a sport. What's that sport?
Cheerleading.
Yes. I love it. What do you like about cheerleading?
That I get to spend time with my team and do routines and judge them.
That's super fun. Oh, wait, you get to judge them too?
Well,
A little bit?
like a judge judge them.
Yeah, I hear you. That's awesome. So, what do you think of the game so far?
It's good.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of checking. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a lot of it. What do you think Rocco should do in this next period?
I don't know.
Maybe score a goal?
Yeah.
All right. So one last question. You are in what grade?
First grade.
And how many other first graders were out here tonight?
I don't know.
A whole bunch, right? Like 18 of them, I think. That was a lot. Well, I'm really glad you came out. Rocco loves it when you cheer for him. So thanks for being his first grade buddy. He loves it.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. right, sports fans, welcome back to some third period action from your Breck Mustangs. We got to give some shout outs here to everybody who's watching, and we're going to have to count it up. Because I'll tell you what, Wesley is in the running here for most fans. Monica, Riley, Hadley, Ellie, and Jason are all watching from Texas. Love that y'all are in the house. Monica, Riley, Hadley, Ellie, and Jason. Glad that you're with us. Let's see, we've got a few folks that are watching and sending us messages via YouTube. We've got Grand Rapids, Minnesota in the house. Matt Karlstrom. Nick from Maine. We've got another Nick from Arkansas. Team Breck from Arkansas. Let's see, we've got more Wesley fans in Texas. Grandma Rita, of course, is watching Harrison from Florida. We've got Bemidji in the house, which is definitely in Minnesota. We have Montgomery, Minnesota in the house. Lynn Wandra. We've got Ryan is watching Nick Downing. Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Looks like their team Sawyer. All right, your Breck Mustangs are coming on the ice right now. Yes, by the way, the High Street Bridge is still there. Como Zoo is still there. And the Como Park, of course. Love the Como Zoo. Riley and okay, all the cousins are watching from Texas. They're proud of Wesley. The Malkerson fans, Matt with Matt Karlstrom again. Grandma Rita's in the house, tuned in from Connecticut. How many different states was that already? And then as far as those that are texting, we've got Pittsburgh is in the house. Aunt Jan and Cousin Gabe, they're winning the Cat Fan Club, Taco, Mango, and Bonho. Taco, Mango, and Bonho, we're glad that you're watching. I would tell you to sit, but I don't know if cats do that, so I'm not going to tell you to do that. OVH Fan Club in the house. Aunt Kathy from Florida. Who else is there? OVH's fan club from Charlotte, from Charlotte. Who else do we have? Dovey's grandma's watching from Florida. Will's grandparents are here. Grandma Dorothy for Harrison. Cooper's grandma from Long Lake. OVH's Uncle John is watching from Ohio as well. Go Mustangs. All right, so we are glad all of you are watching. We're going to start out this period at even strength, which is kind of a weird thing. But we're looking forward to that. So we got 5-on-5 hockey for you. I'm hoping to give you an Eric Larson update here in just a little bit. We're going to have Garrett Trench start us out, OVH, left wing, and Eli, right wing. May I get an update? We got nothing at this body. It's a upper body injury. That's all we're going to say about it at this point, folks.
That's all we know.
Is he alive?
He was alive.
Eric Larson is still alive, folks, which is great. Do you happen to know if he's on the bench? Well, we'll find out here in a little bit. All right. Best wishes for Eric, I'll tell you. We need that boy. All right, here comes Minnesota River. They're looking to break it out, but a nice poke check there by Garrett. Puck goes up into the Minnesota River bench with 16:33 to go here in the third period. We're going to leave our same line out there.
No, he's not.
Eric's not on the bench right now. Rats. Okay.
I didn't think he was going to play out.
Okay. This is a game for him to rest up. That's a good idea. Puck goes over in the corner. Oh, we take a shot. Here comes Eli. Eli's trying to get that back to Joey, and he does. Gets that over to Cooper. Cooper back over to Eli. Eli puts it almost on OVH's stick. Puck goes down low to Garrett. Garrett over to Cooper. Cooper rips over to Eli on the far side. Eli tried to get that over to Garrett. Comes back to Eli. He makes one move. Comes in. And it goes down in the corner. Minnesota River gets it almost out of the zone. Eli. Right? Love the pressure. Nice job by Joey getting that over to Cooper. Cooper rips it down into the corner. Nice job. Oh, Eli makes a little hop, and he's going to go off for a change. Will Offenhauser's out there. Puck goes over to the far side. Minnesota River dumps it in right on net by Mack, and Rocco goes after his man. Harrison Hudson cuts it off, gives it up to Sawyer. Sawyer over the red line. He dumps it in as the puck got stuck in some water there. Nice play there by OVH. Gets that puck to Nick. Nick gets it down low, and Sawyer goes in the corner for it. Minnesota River's looking to break it out. I do like the tone of the third period so far. They're physical, but it doesn't seem to be elbows high. Nick,
Sitting on the lead.
correct. Comes to Rocco. Rocco rips it, gets it all the way on net. And that puck gets deflected wide. Puck rings around the boards to Rocco. Rocco puts it on net again. And put in the corner again. And that's off the moorings. Probably going to come out of the zone because Hans just taught me that new rule. So it looks like we're going to have Wesley out there in Dovey, along with Colton, Harrison Hudson, and Rocco Zoya back on defense. Colton's going to take the draw here. Again, 4-1 is the lead for Breck. 14:50 left to go here in your third period. Puck's on the corner. They try to go back D to D. But a nice forecheck there by Dovey. Controls the puck. And Wesley puts it back down into the corner. Puck comes out to the blue line and comes back to Zoya. Zoya tried to rip it back over there to Wesley, but just too far out of his reach. We're going to have a face-off back in the Breck end as Oliver and Cooper are going to come out on defense. Still Dovey, Colton, and Wesley, who is in third place with his fan club, by the way. Nice job, Texas, folks. Puck comes back to the D. They put it on net. Mac West controls the rebound, and we're going to have another face-off. Shots on goal are now 25 for Breck, 8 for Minnesota River. Colton Crook on the draw. Puck comes back to Minnesota River. They take another shot. That goes wide. Dovey comes in to help out with it. Puck comes over there to Wesley, but Minnesota River comes away with it. They put it out front, and Cooper tries to get it out, but that goes to their D. They take a shot, but that's wide. Deflected a little bit there by Oliver. And here comes Colton. Colton brings it out of the zone, over the blue line, over the red. He's going to bring it in with speed, but the puck got intercepted by Minnesota River. They get it up to the red line and then dump it up to Cooper. Cooper dumps it all the way into the fans, and had the first graders still been here, they would have run for that puck something fierce. Oh, I thought Heidi Weaver was going to run for that puck, but she decided not to. We're going to have a face-off just outside of the Breck zone. Heidi Weaver was none too pleased with me calling her out on the stream. That's all right. I know her pretty well. It'll be okay in the end. So Minnesota River gets it back to their D, and they put it back behind our net. Minnesota River takes a quick shot. That rings all the way around the board. It's going to go back down into their end, but no icing because they're the ones that shot it down there. They get it back behind their net, and they bring it out with speed. Good breakout pass there. They come in, bit of a 2-on-1. And here's Minnesota River. They take a shot. I think that got all the way to Mac. And Harrison has it back behind the net. He gets it up there to Eli. Eli zips it all the way over to OVH, but it just deflected off of his stick as it was a bouncing puck. And puck comes up the boards. Nice play there. Harrison Hudson dumps it in. And Breck is going to get a penalty. So we're going to go down a man for 2 minutes, I think. Yep. Garrett Trench is going to go into the box. So we're going to have Rocco and Cooper back on D. Looks like, oh, slash. Slashing. Trench, 2 minutes for slashing. So top of the box, we're going to have Sawyer and Nick Downing. Nice draw there by Nick. Minnesota River has it down in the corner. They get it, keep it down in the corner. Oh, we almost got out of there. Minnesota River gets it out to their point. They look to take a shot. They go D to D. They take a shot, but that's a nice eat by Rocco. Rocco controls his man down in the corner, and there's Cooper. Cooper tried to ring it out of the boards, but it just got away from him. Nice play there by Nick, but it took a funny bounce and went right to their guy, and they ended up bouncing it all the way out to center ice. I do see a certain favorite player over there in the stands coming our way. We're digging behind the net. Minnesota River comes away with it, but Rocco controls his man. Oh, hang on, a ref got hit. I have a feeling that we're going to get a penalty. And I think the ref might have caught a stick in the face, so let's see. I think number 5 is skating away because he doesn't want to get put in the box. I think they might have gotten the wrong man. I think Rocco got that penalty, but that's all right. He kind of held him a little bit long in the corner, but it's all right.
Says he's fine.
You're fine? Good. All right, we're going to go with that. All right, the news is Eric Larson has a smile on his face, so that's a good thing. Big, nice. All right, so they're giving that to Melkerson for hooking. For the Melkerson fan club at home, I believe the number 5 actually got that penalty, but Melkerson was close to the play, and he's a 15, so he got it. So nice save there by Mac West, because that was a set play. And we almost got out of the zone. Minnesota River takes a shot. That gets deflected wide. Nice play to get in front of that. Minnesota River, they take a shot, and they go top corner with it. Nice shot by Minnesota River, getting into the slot, going off the post. Hats off to a nice shot like that. So the score is now 4-2, and Minnesota River is still going to have a power play for another minute 39. OVH is going to be out there, it looks like, along with Garrett. Nope, we're just going to have Garrett and Eli out there. Rocco and Cooper back on D. We've got 4 players. They've got 5 for another minute 30 here. And a timeout. Timeout by Minnesota River. So Minnesota River is now up to 10 shots. We've had 25 shots in the power play. Minnesota River has been able to get a few shots, but it's just those good scoring opportunities that have been a challenge for us. Minnesota River's taking it pretty seriously, going after a timeout here. That's all good. You got to prepare everybody for sections. That's what we're doing. That's what they're doing. I'll tell you what, I think the best news of the night is that Eric Larson had a smile on his face. That's all I have to say. So Joe Dietzick in the fedora, giving a little bit of advice to the folks. I'll tell you what, so for those of you that aren't here, are there other people?
Yeah, we got Uncle Tony says go Wesley from Florida.
All right, that's one more for Wesley.
Tony NK. Sorry.
Oh, he's up to 9.
And then we got tuned in from Connecticut, but I don't know who Romeo Rich is cheering for.
Love that Connecticut's in the house. That puts us to 11 states.
And that's it. I think we covered Riley and Hadley, Wesley's little cousins from Texas.
Still, they can be announced anytime, right? Love that they're watching.
We got 11 and a half left, a minute and a half to kill.
That's exactly it. All right, so Garrett and Eli are at the top of the box. Rocco and Cooper back on D. Minnesota River looks to break it out. They bring it up the far side. Garrett goes after them. They come down Rocco's side. They go put it in deep behind the net. And nice play by Cooper. Getting on him. Cooper still digging for it. Puck goes back behind the net. Rocco rips it around the boards, and he gets it all the way down. 1 minute left to go here in the third period power play for Minnesota River. They get it up, and they look to bring it in down on Cooper. They blow a tire. They get it. We get it out of the zone. Nice job, Cooper. Minnesota River tries to dump it in. Mack just controls the puck. And with 39 seconds left to go here in the power play, we got 10:41 left to go in the third period. Minnesota River's trying to get a little bit more energy in the building. Minnesota River gets it back to their D. They take a shot, but a good eat there by Garrett. Garrett caught that kind of in a bad spot. They take a shot. That's up high on Mac. They're whacking at it some more. 10:28 left to go here in the third. We're going to switch up lines a little bit. We're going to get Nick and OVH out there, top of the box, and we're going to have Joey and Rocco back there on defense. Puck comes back to Joey. He rips it. Whoa, great play by Joey. Knocking it all the way out of the zone. That's going to kill some time. OVH, first one to the puck. Love that F1. Good pressure. Minnesota River looks to break it out. They got it to the far side. Good job by Cooper. Oh, but that was nice. Oh, good save by Mac West. We've got Sawyer's back out of the box again. That was a bit of an offsides play, but that's okay. Puck goes back into our zone, and Joey goes after it. Joey back behind our net. He comes around with speed. He cuts to the center. He's looking to split the guys. He does. Joey takes a shot. I'll tell you what, those skating lessons have been paying off for that kid. He's fast. Minnesota River up the sideboards. They go back and put it in deep. 9.5 remaining here. We are at full strength, by the way, folks. Rocco and Joey are out there on D. Rocco gives it up there to Colton. Colton cuts back. Nice play. Takes a shot. And a nice save with a glove save.
Goalies always look like they're taking cover when the puck is shooting.
I know, exactly. Tell you what, man, I'm taking cover when Crook is shooting. That's all I'm saying. That boy can shoot. All right, Garrett, Eli, and Colton are out there. Harrison and Rocco back on defense. Puck comes back to Eli. Eli to Harrison. Harrison puts it in. Almost gives it to Colton. Colton's puck still open behind the net. Colton gets it. He zips it up to Rocco, but a weird puck bounce there, and Minnesota River's able to get it out. They bring it in deep. Nice back check there by Garrett Trench. Ooh. And puck goes into the corner. We are going to get a charging call by Garrett Trench. So we're going to go down a man with 8:51 left to go here in the third period. So all right, so Rocco and Cooper are back on D. OVH and Eli top of the box. Puck goes down in the corner. Colton goes for it. Rocco digs for it. Minnesota River is able to come away with it, but we're still digging in the corner. Rocco gets it up to their D. They go D to D. They take a shot. That's a little bit wide. Minnesota River gets it back down low again. Nice job of deflecting that by Rocco. Puck almost got out, but Minnesota River comes away. Rocco is able to eat that one. And Minnesota River has it in the corner. They go to the far corner with it. They've got in the sideboards. 1.5 minutes left on their man advantage. They've got 5, we've got 4. They take a shot. Nice job by Rocco getting it up over the net with that tip. And Eli tried to get a breakaway here. He's going to get it out of the zone. He and OVH are coming in on a 2-on-2. Eli, nice move, gets around him, keeps it in the corner, cuts it back, still holds on to that puck. Gets it back out to OVH. OVH takes a shot. And a nice save by the Minnesota River keeper. As we've got 1 minute remaining on the man advantage for Minnesota River. And I think we've gotten more shots on net than they've got in this power play. All right, so we've got Nick Downing at center. Sawyer Melkerson at right wing. Cooper and Joey back on D. Of course, Mac West in net. Puck goes down the corner, comes all the way around. Joey does a nice job giving it all the way back to Cooper so we can waste some time. Cooper zips it all the way back into the zone, and that's going all the way around. Sawyer was on that one. He and Nick are keeping it in the zone. Nice play, boys. Minnesota River gets it up to their center, and they look to bring it in. They bring it in over the red line, or over the blue line. They bring it all the way behind the net, and they set up with 30 seconds remaining, the man advantage. They get it over to their guy on the side. Oh, Mac West, nice play. Sprawling out for that one. They get it to the corner. They take a shot, but that got deflected by Mr. Sawyer Melkerson. Sawyer staying after him. No stick on Sawyer right now. Sawyer gets a stick back. They're digging for it in the corner. Everybody's digging. Cooper, Sawyer. Oh, smart play, Sawyer, to get out there. We're still digging, and that's now we're back to even, back to full strength. And it looks like we're going to get a slashing call. So I'm not sure. It looks like Joey's going to get this one for slashing. Got to be honest, folks, I didn't see that one, so I can't really comment on it, other than Joey's going in the box to talk to his dad. So, with 2 minutes, so 6:45 left to go here in the third period. We've got Rocco and Hudson back on D. Eli and Garrett are at the top of the box. And Eli comes away with it. He's got a 1-on-3. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Eli comes away. He gives it back to Harrison. Harrison rips it all the way down, but a nice catch by their defenseman. They go D to D, and they look to bring it up. Nice cutoff there by Eli, and here's Minnesota River bringing it in. Rocco with a good stick. Good pressure by Rocco. Puck goes up to Eli. Eli dumps it down right on net. Are they going to give us a shot? No. Here comes Minnesota River bringing it in. They bring it in deep. Rocco puts a stick on it. And here's Minnesota River back behind the net. They zip it out, but a good play by Eli cutting it off. Minnesota River has it in the corner. Rocco comes in and plays his man, and that causes Eli to be able to come up with it. And a nice play there by Cooper Klink. Minnesota River brings it out of their zone. 46 seconds left in their man advantage. Nice play by Cooper. Sticking it up there and cutting him off. Oliver tries to dump it out of the zone, almost gets it all the way out. They come around the net. They look to find somebody. They get it out. Nice tip there, but a better save by the Macadator. Puck comes out to center ice. We've got 22 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Here comes Minnesota River. They're bringing in the sideboards. They dump it in deep. Nice job there by Oliver, just holding on to the puck. Just holding on to the puck. OVH comes in to help out, and Cooper's able to dump it all the way down. And we're back to full strength hockey. Sawyer with a great F1, keeping that puck in the zone. OVH has it, he controls it, gets it out front, just got deflected in deep. Wesley has it in the corner. He dumps it back down low, and OVH goes after it. Nice play by OVH, keeping that puck in, and here comes Cooper. Or Colton. Colton's trying to get a hold of it, but Minnesota River's able to come away with it. He's got a 1-on-2. Nice poke there by Rocco, and that comes to Harrison. Harrison with a nice play gets it up there to Wesley. So Wesley's digging for it on the boards, and it comes away to Colton. Colton cuts back. He's on his backhand to his forehand, rips it. Just got deflected up over the net. Here's Harrison. He rips it. That goes right on net, but the goaltender was able to see it the whole way. So with 3:52 remaining, your Breck Mustangs are up 4-2 over Minnesota River, and let's hope we don't have any more penalties. So Nick Downing, we are going to switch it up a little bit. We've got Cooper and Joey out there on D. Garrett, Eli, OVH as forwards. Grand Rapids beat number 1 Hermantown 6-2 tonight. That's a big one. Nice play, back check there by Garrett. And a better one by Eli. He picks the puck from him. He wheels back around. Dishes over there to Cooper. Cooper one-tees it, but a nice deflection by their defenseman. We go back behind their net. OVH on him. Nice play. But Minnesota River comes away with it, and they give it over there to Cooper. Cooper over the red line. He dumps it in, and that puck's going to go down in the corner. Minnesota River's trying to break this out. They do, but Cooper's able to be there. He dumps it back in with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the game. Puck goes back in the corner. Nice play there by Garrett, getting it out to Eli. Eli behind the net. And here's Minnesota River. They come down on a 2-on-2. Nice play to cross over, but a good play by Cooper. And here comes Minnesota River. Nice play there by Mac West to read the play, come over and make that save. With 2:45 left to go here in the third period, we're going to have a face-off to the right of Mac West as Rocco and Harrison come over and bang him on the pads for that great save. Nice job, Macanudo. Nick Downing on the draw. Wesley and Sawyer on wings. Puck comes back to Rocco. Rocco gives it to Harrison. Nice play by Harrison. And the puck comes to Sawyer. Sawyer whips it back around there to Wesley. Wesley on the sideboards makes a nice play to get it to his forehand. And it comes up to Nick. Good defense there by Minnesota River holding the line. But we're able to get it out of our end. And Minnesota River dumps it back down again. Matt controls it back behind the net. He gives it to Rocco. Rocco rolls around, gives it to Harrison. Harrison zips it up there to Sawyer. Sawyer over the red line, and he dumps it in. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third. Minnesota River dumps it around. Nice play. Ooh, Sawyer almost got slew-footed on that one. Minnesota River tried to get that up. They get it to Harrison. Harrison smartly gets it to Sawyer, and Sawyer dumps it in. Breck goes for a wholesale change. That's all 5 players. So we've got Cooper out there along with Joey now. Cooper knocks it out to the red line. Puck goes just over our net, but Joey controls it back behind the net. He zips it over there to Cooper. Cooper, good poke there. Almost got that up to Eli, and that comes down to Garrett. Garrett tried to get that over to Joey. Joey, heck of a play as he had a man bearing down on him, but he controlled the puck. Gets it up there to Colton. It's just a little too far for him. That's going to be an icing call with 1:24 left to go in this third period. Looks like we're going to put OVH out there along with Garrett and Eli. Joey and Cooper back on defense. All right, 1:24 left to go. Breck's outshot Minnesota River 29-14 so far. Minnesota River wins the draw. They get it back to their D. They take a shot. That goes all the way through. Mac didn't have a chance because I don't think he saw that one. Again, off the post and in with 1:19 left to go. It's now Breck 4, Minnesota River 3. Rats. That's what I have to say about that one. All right, so we're going to have OVH, Garrett, and Eli out there. We got 1:19 left on the clock. Rocco and Cooper out there on defense. Puck comes back to Minnesota River. They get it over the red line. They dump it in, and Cooper goes back after it. Cooper gets it back behind the net. Rocco goes back after it. He controls his man. And nice play there by Cooper. Puck comes out there to Garrett. Garrett puts it all the way down on net. And that is a goal for Breck. I was just about to announce that their goaltender was skating off the ice. That's when we got a hold of it, shot it all the way down. Oh, hang on a second, folks. We have other late-breaking news here. Rogers beat Tonka 5-2. Wow. Even more importantly, I think that Malkersons have now taken the lead. Malkersons brought 2 more people in to watch. We love that you are watching this game, because it's now 5-3 for your Breck Mustangs. All right, puck comes to Oliver back behind our net. 46 seconds remaining. Dovey puts it off the sideboards. Nice job there by George. He gets it all the way up there to Will. Will takes it in. He puts it in the far corner. Dovey gets it to, almost to Will. And that goes in the far corner. They go D to D. Dovey with a hard forecheck, but Minnesota River just dumps it out to center ice. Rocco gives it back to Will. Here comes Minnesota River. They're looking to bring it in. They cut to the center. They look to take a shot, but that goes to Rocco. Rocco dumps it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call with 12 seconds remaining here in the third period. All right, we've got Will out there. George. George has got a fan club out there too, just for the record. Might be smaller in numbers. They're pretty darn loud, though. Can hear them loudly over text. Oliver's out there. Will, Dovey. George McDean takes the face off. Comes to Oliver. Oliver gets it up to Dovey. We're digging on the sideboards for it. Digging on the sideboards. 3 seconds remaining. And that's going to be the end of the game with the final score. Breck 5. Minnesota River 3. Woo! So thanks to everybody for being with us tonight. Great amount of viewers, well over 120 tonight. That's got to be a record for us, particularly for a home game. Nice job, everybody. Who did we have for scoring there in the third period? I didn't listen to the open net goal. And who shot that?
That was Trench.
That was Trench. You got that? And I don't think there was an assist on the play.
No, he picked it up behind the net.
Right.
And threw it down the ice.
So that was Trench, and then...
So our goal scorers, our first goal was Klink, followed by Crook, and then Milinkovic, and Trench.
Nice. Good showing for the boys tonight. Hopefully nobody's hurt after this game, which would be a very good thing. And hopefully our friends from Minnesota River have safe travels on the way home. Tonight was senior night. So again, hats off to all the seniors. There were 18 seniors. Holy smokes. That's a lot of seniors out there and their family. We're going to have a little party here, I think, afterward, as all the players have little gifts and things like that they're receiving on behalf of Breck and the group here. Minnesota River showing some love and respect to their fans. We're going to do a little prayer here and show a sign of respect with everybody coming together in the two teams. I appreciate that. So, once again, to everybody who's watching, thanks for being with us. We really appreciate it. Now you can go back to watching the Olympics.
Have
what
Saturday,
else?
2 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. We do have another game coming up. What am I? Good. Oh,
Dodge County.
I'm getting rusty here. We're going to go down to Dodge County, I believe.
We are
maybe
go to
like
Dodge
2
County.
2 o'clock?
I've never been there. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock to Dodge County.
We'll see if Wi-Fi's hit Dodge County.
Yeah, right. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out somehow or other. Dodge County I think of as being big. But we'll see. I'm not sure. I do know that Minneapolis beat them 2-1 the other day. So
that'll be finale.
Absolutely.
Regular season
finale. Crazy. Hang on, folks. I got to get a tissue. I'm thinking about crying. This is the last year of high school hockey for our family. Anyway, all right. We got a little bonus. Are we going to get some bonus singing?
We'll unplug it so that they can hear it better.
Oh, I like that. Okay, that's
ready?
all. Yeah, I'm ready.
Goodbye.
All right. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Have a good night.
I think it picks up audio better.
Oh, really? Oh, that
because
makes
it's
sense.
just a local music.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like a direct.
Yeah. So they probably don't hear the announcements.
Okay, we'll see you Saturday from